Hello and welcome back. So if you're here, I want to congratulate you once again for making this journey. Thus far, it's like a month now. Yeah, we are close to a month now, and we've been learning how to use Figma all this while. And along the way, we've been, creating some designs as well. So if you're here, congratulations. And today we are going to be prototyping this app. So usually there are different apps that can be used for prototyping. Okay, one of the most popular one is Protopie. In fact, some people even use After Effects and some use other tools for prototyping. But then Figma allows you to do basic prototyping. Okay, so that you can actually show your show the developer or the stakeholders the flow of the app, right? So we're going to create a basic flow for this app just to show how the app is. Okay, we're not going to do micro interactions. We're not going to do all those animations, but these are things you can always pick up later. But at this stage, we just want to show you you're just going to learn how to create a basic flow and a basic flow prototype, right, for this particular app. So yeah, and also we have not we didn't do an onboarding screen for this particular app. So later on, you can actually create an onboarding screen that tells the users what the app is for before they eventually come to the sign up or sign in page. So yeah. And also on this prototype, we are not going to show all these error states, okay? We just want to go straight. You sign in, you go to the dashboard, you sign up, you also go to the dashboard. And you can see we also didn't do OTP pages. So these are things you could probably create in a real app, right? We're just doing this one to learn how to use Figma, okay? So in a real app, you want to create the OTP page when signing up. That's if it requires so. And if you also want people to use Google to log in or Apple to log in, you can also include those icons right there. But for now, we're just going to do a straight flow, right, for this prototype. So if you're here, your app should look like mine. So if you're here, your app should look like mine. You can see how it's looking, okay? So if you scroll down, you can see all this. I think we'll probably edit this, but let's not edit this now. We can edit it later. So your title should be right here at the center with the arrow, with the back key here. And also make sure that the size of these forms is 366. If you have anything less than 366, adjust the width to 366, then properly center it, okay? And make sure everything is properly centered. Now, if you mistakenly chose iPhone 14, 15 Pro instead of the Pro Max, okay? So I just decided to use Pro Max for this, but usually you want to choose iPhone 14, 15 Pro, but we use the Pro Max for this, okay? So if you mistakenly chose iPhone 14, 15 Pro instead of the Pro Max, you can adjust these headings. Instead of H4, you can go ahead and make them H5, okay? H5 bold, yes. So these are some of the corrections you can make. But if you are using the same thing I'm using, then no problem, okay? Now, what you want to do is all these ones here that does not give room to like this particular screen here, what you want to do is to come and choose that background, okay? You want to choose that background graphics and just move it up a little bit, okay? Sorry, just move it up, hold down Control, move it up, okay? Or you know what, let's not do this. Let's go to the original one. And let's move these guys up a little bit, okay? Select these two and these two. Let's move them up while holding down space. So let's move them just up a little bit. Move them up a little bit. We want to make sure they don't really, okay, great. So we have it here. So this is good. So this is good. So make sure, like I said, this is 366, not 56. 366, perfect. And use those spacing alignment and make sure everything here is at the center. You know, use this guide to make sure it's at the center. So let's assume you come here, you want to activate that guide and use this box to make sure everything's at the center. So if I should select this now and select this box, let me select this box and hold down Control and select this. Sorry, hold down Shift and select this. So you can actually use this to align them at the middle and also center properly, okay? So what you can do is once you've gotten one, you can just select this, copy it, come here, paste it and change it to add card, That way you don't have to be realigning all the time. And make sure you center the text. Okay, make sure you center the text so that it's properly aligned. Okay, make sure you center the text so that it's properly aligned. Now once you've adjusted all this, let me hide this guide. Once you've adjusted all this, you've done all these adjustments and you've following those spacing we used, okay, you've done those adjustments, you can now go ahead to duplicate this page. So what I want to do now is to duplicate this page. Okay, so once you duplicate this page, we are still going to come back here. What I like doing is to duplicate the page, okay, and use a particular page for my prototype while the other app design remains on the main page. So that's what I like doing. So let me come to this app now, and I'm going to right click on it and select duplicate page. Now once you duplicate page, all these components we created, the ones that will be on the duplicate page are going to be the instances. So that means this is the page we'll be designing with. Okay, this is the page. So let me click on duplicate page. Okay, duplicate page is duplicating. Now you have this here. I can come here now and call it app design. Okay, and come back to the original one and call that one app prototype, because we need the original components. Okay, so you can just drag this one under here. Oops, app prototype. Okay, prototype. Okay, and let me just drag this under here. Now you can go to the app design now and delete all those extra things there. You don't need them. Okay, all those extra instances, you don't need them, so I'm just deleting them. Okay, like I said, these are instances, so I don't need them. I'm deleting them. Okay, so I'm deleting everything here. And in a later class, we are going to also see how to create sections for these things, so you can actually label them properly so that anyone coming here will understand what is going on. Right now we have not done any section. So section basically is to come in here and use this section to, you can decide to cover this part now and call it something like, maybe call it sign up screen. Okay, sign up. Okay, sign up flow or something like that. Basically this is what you want to do, and for the rest you want to do that as well, but we will not do that today. So I'm just showing you how to create sections. So it's very important to do that. So let's move to app prototype and start prototyping. So we're going to prototype each flow. Okay, so let's come in here. Let's start from here. The first thing I want to prototype is let's pick this guy. This is our menu. So our menu, I want to prototype the original one. Since this prototype is going to, since we have instances of this on all the apps, okay, so let me move this away. Since we have instances of this on all the apps, what I just want to do is to prototype from here direct, so that all the instances we have that animation. Okay, so the first thing I want to select here is this send money. Okay, send money. Now let's head over to prototype. Okay, let's send money. Send money is supposed to take them to here. That is the send money screen. Okay, so send money, let's do this, let's send money here. Okay, that is it. So you have it, send money, navigate to send money. Now you also want to use instance, so let's click on reset scroll and also reset component state. Very important. Okay, so send money should be right here. Okay, and the next one here, which is buy airtime, you want to select it. Make sure it's the bounding box, not just the text. Buy airtime, you want to also drag it down to buy airtime. Okay, buy airtime. So these are I just want to do those ones first. Okay, remember, if you need some basic animation, you can add them, but let's just do this for now. Then pay utility, you want to take this to pay utility. Pay utility, no, here. Okay. Okay, pay utility, and the last one there is profile. So select this and we want to take this to profile. Okay, remember we named it properly, so you can actually drag to profile. Okay, so you can do this profile right here. Okay, okay, let me delete this particular thing here. Okay, this flow, this one that we did here, let's change this flow one to manage card, or let's call it card management. You know, that one we did, okay? That one we did for the one we did for managing card, you know, we prototyped it. So let's change it to card management. Double click inside to name it. So now I've done for this one. So anywhere you see this menu, so if you are here right now, okay, if you are here right now and you click on this send money, it's going to take you to that send money page, okay? But you know, for this first one, okay, for this first one, we probably want to create, realistically, we want to create a screen here so that once the person have not, you know, added any fund, if you click on send money, it will give you, it will tell you, oh, no money right now here. So that's what you probably want to do. But like I said, we just want to create like a prototype direct to see how these things work, okay? So let's go to the first screen to tackle the first one. So the first one here, Spendy, okay? So once you click on login, it should go to this app. This is sign in. So let me do that. Sign in, you should go to sign in, okay? And for this animation, for this navigation to sign in, instead of instance, let's go ahead and just use moving, or we can choose sliding, but let's just use moving. And we want to move it in from here, okay? So it just moves in, okay? So let's go ahead and use that moving. And let me see. For the speed, let's go with 150. Okay, 150, so it just moves in, okay? So reset scroll and those state management, yes. So if you come here now, let's call this one splash screen, okay? So once you are here, you can click on login and it goes in, okay? So that direction, it should go this way, okay? So that once you click on it, it enters. So that's the direction we want it to go from, okay? So if you here and you click on login, it goes to login, and you can decide to make that a little bit smoother. So let's use, let's go ahead and use 300, okay? And okay, let's do that. I think 300 is okay. Okay, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and name this particular one splash, okay? And then from here, we want to move. So let's select this sign up. Okay, let's do login first, okay? Let's take login to this particular screen here. So just drag from this and you want to come in here, okay? So for our navigate, let's use this one. Let's see this one. Okay, okay, let's bring it up. Okay, it should come up. And you want to also click on this, make sure you're using moving, not instance right now. Use moving, okay? And right now you want to make sure you have this matching, animate matching layer, so that we just have like a subtle, you know, animation, like some kind of fake micro interactions. But okay, so then make sure you reset scroll and also you add all these reset components. Then for the sign up, you also want to come in here and repeat the same thing down here, okay? So now you have this navigate, and then okay, the same up and they're matching layers, okay? That is great. Okay, good. So that is on tap. So we are done with this particular one. What I want to do now is to go to design, okay? I want to move this splash screen up, and let me bring this to here, okay? So it's more understanding for anyone. Okay, good. Now we've done that, let's go back to our animation. And for this, we're just going to show two screens. So let me move this here. Let me select the sign up and duplicate it. Ctrl D. Okay. So I'm just going to duplicate it. So we're just going to show two things. Okay. We don't want to simulate typing or anything. We just want a situation whereby when you click on this, it will just show that you filled in all this information. And when you click on sign up, it takes you to the right place. So we're just going to be showing empty and filled, empty and filled. Now with Figma variables, okay, you can actually simulate typing and a whole lot of other advanced prototyping skill. But right now, we don't want to focus on that. We want to first focus on the basics, okay? So for here, I'm just coming in here and I'm probably indicating that these are already filled, okay? So enter your email, that's chair, Daniel. Okay, was it Oche Daniel we used? Okay, sorry, let me just be a more realistic. Let me go back and check what we used for him. So the email we used is what's the password? The profile. Oops. Okay, david.che@gmail.com. So we're just going to maintain that. Okay, let me scroll back here. So for email, yes, david.che at gmail.com. Okay, we just want to go ahead and fill in that. Okay, and let me, I think I want to change this to US. Okay, so full name, let's also have yes, input, yes, we want this filled up, and we want to change this from default to active. Remember to change this to active. Okay, and then you want to say David or Che. So let's also switch this to active. So it's active now. Then password, let's switch password as well to active, and input, yes. So we're just going to put in our asterisk here. Maybe, I don't know, just about that. So we also want to do the same thing here. Yes, active, okay. And yes, user input, yes, so that we have that active there. Okay, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not sure they're the same. Okay. Okay, I think I should add one more. I didn't really count. Okay. Okay. So from here now, so we're just going to add a basic interaction here. So from here, let's go ahead and add a prototype. Okay. So let's add a flow starting point. Make sure you click on flow starting point. So here you are going to call it sign up. Okay. Sign up flow. Okay. Now, so from here, once you click on this, any of them you click on, it should bring us here. So if you just tap anything here, it should bring you here. Okay. And we are going to, in this case now, let's go ahead and then use instance. Okay. We just want it to be instant. Okay. We don't want to move in for now. So let's switch back this to instant. Okay. So instant, yes. And then here, from here, you can now click on sign up. And then once you click on sign up, remember we didn't do OTP. Once you click on sign up, it should bring you right here, okay, to the dashboard. Right here, sign up, okay, right here to the dashboard. And dashboard should just, okay, let's just say appear, okay, instead of instant. Let's just do that there, okay. And that is it. So we are done with the sign up. We are done with the sign up flow. Okay. So this is for the sign up flow. And like I said, we don't want to do anything with the error state. We just want the basic functionality. So let's also come back here to this sign in. Now on sign in, let's also, okay, we already have it. So we're just going to say flow starts. Let's say start sign in. Sign in. Okay, I think there are some things we'll probably go and arrange there. Now sign in, once you click here, it should come here instant, okay? But once you sign in, yes, instant, okay? Now navigate to email correct, and then when you click on login, it should take the person to this dashboard. Now it's going to be the second dashboard, okay? The second dashboard with some transaction. The second dashboard with transaction, okay? So yes, so let's do instant as well. But later on, we'll start doing sliding. Okay, you can come in here and edit all this. So from here, remember, if the person has an account, you can see the sign up. Okay, you want to also take this one. If the person clicks here, you should take them here. Okay, all right. Yes, you should take them here. So the same thing you want to do here. In case the person clicks here, you should take them here. Okay. And for this, I think for these ones, I want to use moving, and they should move in from back up and matching layers. Yes. So the same thing here. This should be move in instead of instant, moving from under up. Okay. So this is what we already have. You can see we already have in our spaghetti wala here. So the back, I think I almost forgot the back. Now this back, we are going to add a basic interaction to it. Okay, let me just draw this here, but instead of navigate to, I'm just going to set it to back. So wherever you are coming back from, you should just go back there. Wherever you are coming from, you should go back to that screen. Okay, the same thing here. Okay, let's not worry about that. We didn't add anything there. So the same thing with this back button. Now you can actually make this back button a component, so you just animate it once. It's sometimes you can do that as well. So yes, back, and let me see. Okay, so yeah, so you have the basic ones now. So if I go ahead and decide to try this out, okay, let's go to preview. So let's see preview. We want to just try out what we've done so far. So let's start from the splash screen. So you can see if I click on login now, it takes me to login. Okay, and let me see the back. Okay, we've not prototyped the back. Okay, so let's come in here under the login screen. This back should come back. Just drop it anywhere, but then you want to, instead of navigate, you want to say back. Okay, the same thing here, the same thing here, the same thing here. Okay, and let's check if to make sure those ones are okay. Back. Okay, let's just to back. Okay, so we have those back there. Okay, so let me try this now. Okay, it goes back to, okay, let me just click on sign up. Okay, sign up brings up here. Okay, so let me click on this again to just test what we've done so far. Click on this. Okay, login. No, let's go back. Okay, it's working. So sign up, let's go back. Okay, it's working. So login, let's go back, and then for the sign up, once we click on anything, it gets filled up, and then we can now sign up. Okay, then it comes up here. So remember, in a real app, you probably want to have like an OTP, but we are just moving on. Okay, we're just moving on just to know how interaction works in Figma. So let me move this somewhere here, and let's continue with our flow. We probably should we do forgot password? Okay, let's see if we can try that forgot password. And forgot password, I think we should just leave this forgot password. Okay, so here we've done the sign up. Have we done the sign up? Okay, we did the sign up here. Moving. Okay, in case you don't want to sign in, you can just click on sign up and move to sign up. Okay, sign up, that's it, that's this. Okay, and these ones are on back and on back as well. Okay, we're not doing anything here. Okay, we're not doing anything here. Okay, so let me go back to design. So let's not do much. This particular place, okay, let's actually take this to here where we have password. Okay, let's go back to prototype since we already have that screen. No need doing this. Let's just drag this to this point. Okay, you should go to email and password. Yes, and then this back should just, you know, go back to wherever it's coming from instead of navigate to back. Okay, so we've sorted here out. Let's leave password recovery. Now we've done dashboards. Okay, so let's take a look at the flow for add money. Okay, the flow for add money. And okay, let's take a look at this one, this manage card. So let's click here, and we're just going to drag. Let me just put this here, but from here I'm going to move to, sorry, navigate to, and the layers. I'm going to look for manage card. Okay, manage card, I think is this screen, manage card. Okay, let it go to manage card. So it goes to manage card. Okay, so you go to manage card once you click here, and then for this transaction, I think I would use the components. I would love to use the components so it's faster. Okay, so let's use the components. So when you click on it, it comes here. So we'll do that later on. Okay, so manage card. This stage, let's continue. Okay, so for this one, this manage card, I think I want to change the direction, and I don't want matching layers. Okay, So for these ones, because the layers are not identical, so no need to match them. But if you have identical layers, these matching layers can help you create some kind of seamless transition between them. So let's go ahead and click that one. So if you come here now and test it, so when you click here, it just opens up that thing. Okay. Now, if you don't want, you can make it instant. So it just appears just like that. Okay. So yeah, so this is the dashboard. And I think from here, we can animate some things here on the dashboard. We have this money, add spending money, add spending money, these two buttons. Okay. These two buttons, you want to make sure they go to the add spending money, but let me check. So we can actually prototype the main component, but okay, since they are different figures, let's prototype them separately. So let's select this one, add spending money. Okay, add spending money. So let me just drag this here. This should be okay. Let me just hold on. Okay, let me just move that a little bit. Okay, that's add money. So this should go to add money. This should go to add money. Okay, and we are using the same animation now without matching layers. This also should go to add money. Okay, and also this also should go to add money. Okay, this one should go to add money, the same animations. Okay, now from add money, let's remember this back, all the back buttons, we want to repeat the same thing. Okay, we want to repeat the same thing. Let's drag it somewhere, but then you want to choose back. Okay, so you want to do the same for, like I said, we would have used the parent one to just navigate it, to animate it to always go back. So yeah, so this is what you want to keep doing for them. So once you come to add money, we'll click on the add money flow. Okay, any other thing here? Nothing much. So nothing much here except for this. Okay, let's just animate direct. So from this transaction, if you click on this transaction, you should just go to this. Okay, and okay, I think I will do with the main component instead, so it's faster. So yeah, so we are done with that. So now let's come to this screen. This is the add money. So let's click on it and let's click on flow start and let's say add money. Okay, so let's click on add money, and then with add money, once you come in here, we are going to just one tap. Okay, so we are going to create two extra screen. So you tap, the money is there, you hit continue, you move to the next one, you tap, the card is there, just like that, just to simulate the typing effect. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that now. Okay, so as you can see, I've gone ahead to duplicate some of these pages, and I'm just using this on to differentiate when it is filled and not filled. So you can see I duplicated that page and I just added 5,000 naira here. And for this page as well, I duplicated it and added a random card number here. Okay. And if you want to be more realistic, you can put in the beginning of every MasterCard number. Okay. So you can put it here, but you can just put random numbers. And I activated the right icon as well and chose that MasterCard icon. Okay, so look for MasterCard icon. You imported it, so it should be there. Then I added this and I added asterisks for here, then the name. And you can prototype this if you want. Okay, if you want to prototype this, just go to the main one. So where is it? Checkbox. Okay, you can come here on checkbox and then you can click this, go to prototype, and you want to probably say, okay, from here, change to this, on tap, yes, change to this, instance. You can use smart animate, so it gives you some nice animation. Then when you tap here, it goes back to this. Okay, so on tap, okay, you can do that so that you have that interaction right there. So if I do that, you've come here. If I do that and click on this screen, you'd see that if I tap on it, you can see it goes to active. If I tap on it, it goes away. So that's what you want to also do if you want. So now let's go ahead to say add money. So from here, this flow, if you click anywhere here, you should move to this. Now from here on, we're just going to be using instant. Okay, let's use instant. to time as well. So let's use instant. Once you tap on it, it moves to that one instantly. You don't have anything to waste. Then from here, you probably on this screen, you want to click on continue. Okay, so continue brings you to this screen. Okay, instant. Okay, let's not forget to animate the back as well. So this is back, so this is also back, and this is also back. Okay, let's not forget that. So from here, once you tap anything here, it should take you to this screen where it's filled up. Okay, and it should also be instant. And then we want to click on complete top up here to move to this screen. Okay, payment confirmation. Yes, from payment confirmation, you want to click on this screen here. Once you tap on it, it should move you back here. Okay, so once you're on this screen, you also have this manage card. And for this manage card, let's just drop this. But remember, we want to change it to instead of payment confirmation, let's go to manage card. Oops, we have to there. I don't know. Okay, let me choose this one. Manage card. Okay, so that's what we want. So basically, this flow is also done. Okay, so this flow is done. So let's test it out. Let's come in here and click 5,000 enters, continue, click credit card info enters. No, I don't want. You go back, Oops, going back. So I think this one might actually edit it instead of just going back to the screen. Let's drag it here. It's not going back to this screen. It's going back here. We created something else. Yeah. So usually it would have just gone back, but no, not on drag, on tap. Let me change that to on tap. So let's take note of all these ones, especially when we are creating the empty state. It's important you align the back well. Okay, the back should make sure the back functions well. So instead of just back, let me align it properly. So if you are here and you click back, it should come back to this place where you entered the amount. Okay, so let's test that. Come in here. Yes, remember, if you click back here, this back, where is it taking you to? Okay, so we don't have anything on that back. So this back should take you back. Okay, it should take you back to where you are coming from. Okay, it's because we didn't actually come from anywhere. So if we came from here, let's say we came from here, and we clicked on add money, add spending money. We've not prototyped that. Okay, so if we do back, it goes back. Okay, great. So add spending money. So you tap. Okay, you tap. So if you click continue, okay, you tap. Now let's click back and see. Okay, it comes back to 5,000. Great. So that's what you want to achieve. So using the same technique, you want to go ahead and prototype every other thing. Okay, remember, you want to create different states. The empty state, we're just representing the empty state. Okay, so let's go here. Add money is done. Okay, continue, and let's continue, complete top up, and this loads and it loads, done, success. And then we come back here, dashboard. So now we have this guy here. Okay, and if you click any of the menu, you can do other things. Okay, so let's continue. If you want, you can, from here on, you can actually just fast forward this to, you can fast forward to the end and then focus on creating your prototype. But let me just continue here. And for this, I'm going to repeat the same thing. So we are coming here, going to prototype, and we are going to click on the flow starting point. And this flow starting point, we can call it utility payments. Okay, utility payments. And yes, for utility payment, depending on where you're coming from, this should be back. Okay, depending on where you're coming from, we're just going to change it to back. Now for here, we only have one selected. So if you click this, to move you to this stage. Okay, yes, let's just use instance for now. So you want to also use AEDC, and you want to move to this screen. Now here we have some input. Okay, here we have some input. So I'm going to repeat the same thing. I'm going to go back to design. Okay, move this to a little bit. Okay, this way. Then I want to select this and then duplicate it, Ctrl D, and just adjust it a little bit. Okay, so I'm adding some numbers there. Usually for this amount, you might just have n naira sign then 00 to be more realistic. Okay, you want to have naira sign then 00. All these things can come back later and adjust them. So let me come in here And for my meter number, I want to go ahead and select, and I want to say yes, user inputs, and also want to change that to active. And I probably want to just type in any number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's my user input. And the same thing, I want to do the same thing here. I want to go ahead and also say yes, active, yes, user input. Okay, user input. And here, let's do 5,000 naira. 5,000 naira. Okay, so 5,000 naira. And I think this one's, what is it? I think there's something here going on here. It's set to active. Let's set it to default. Okay, instead of active here, it should be default. It should be default. Good. So it's grayed out. Okay, so yes, we have that there. And also let's come here and change this to 5,000 naira. Okay, let's just change this to 5,000. No, let's do 2,000. Okay, let's do 2,000. So here too, let's do 2,000. So if you actually want to show the balance to be more realistic, because our balance now will just be 5,000, we're not trying to, keep showing the different balance states. Okay, that will just make this prototyping so long. So we're not trying to do that. But most of the time, in the real world, you want to prototype all these things. So that's why a lot of the time it's just better to use ProtoPy and do it more programmatically. But with variables, you can actually do it more programmatically nowadays. Okay, so let's go ahead now. Since I've gotten all my screens, let me go back to prototype, and then I want to, okay, move here, and then move here. Okay, so for this, you want to go back. Let's just use back to wherever you are coming back from. Navigate back. Now, if you click anywhere here, it should just move you to here to show that, okay, you've entered. Now, so like I said, I'm going to change this, instead of meter number, I'll just do space ON, that is on. That is, we've added some input, okay? And from here, if you back out from here, it should bring you back here. It should not just go back to this empty state. It should bring you back here. And when you click on pay now, it should come in here. And if you actually want, for the keyboard, we can actually go and do some basic animation where the keyboard pops in if you want, because this keyboard is usually not constant there. It actually picks in each time you're about to use it, but that will be for another time. Okay, so navigate to yes, we are using instance continuously, and from here, okay, so here we need another interaction. We are going to say, let's go back to design. Okay, let me move this, okay, and I'm just going to select this and then Control D, and I'm going to call this enter pin. Okay, let me do this, and then I will say on, just to show that, okay, you have entered pin. So if you are here and you click this, it should just be on. So I'm going to edit this, guys, these circles. Okay, so instead of that white, I want to change that white to a primary blue 500. So if you are from here and you just tap this, it should show this that you've entered the pin. So let's go back to prototype. Okay, and from here you want to move here. Okay, so these ones, they don't have back button. Okay, they don't have a back button. So what you want to do is, instead, they are overlays. Sorry, these are supposed to be overlays. So okay, overlay, instead of navigate, it's supposed to be open overlay. Okay, then the open overlay, let's make it center. Okay, and yes, no need for the background, we've already added the background. Okay, so open overlay, and once you tap on this overlay now, it should come here. Okay, it should just come here, and from here, this is like an edge case scenario. So from here, you tap, you come back in here. Okay, so this should also be, let me see, I think from here you go to this particular place. So here, let's change this to swap overlay. Okay, swap overlay. You should just swap it, right? You should swap it. That way, it's still an overlay that you can exit and come back here. Okay, so from here, if you click on done, it should take you back to dashboard. Now let's use dashboard 2. Okay, let me just let's use dashboard 2. Instead of enter pin, let's go to dashboard. Okay, let me go and change the name of that dashboard. We want to use this dashboard now. Okay, dashboard new user dashboard. Okay, so the name is dashboard. So dashboard, not dashboard new user. While we have dashboard new user. Okay, dashboard. I just hope it's the right dashboard. Okay, great. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and test this particular one out. Okay, so let me click this. And then you have this, you select electricity, AEDC, and then you click, it fills in, pay now, this comes out, you click, it swaps it, and then you click, and it, blah, 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 done, and you go back to dashboard. Okay, great. So you want to continue doing that. I think if you are here, you should understand basically what we are trying to do. You can go ahead and pause the video and continue the prototype. So okay, so let's see. I think I might just want to use dissolve instead of instance. I think so. It's at once it has motion, it feels better. So you can change everything to dissolve. Okay, so let's use dissolve. Okay, and dissolve utility payments now. So once you come in here, you should dissolve to this. And once you come in here, you should also dissolve instead of instant. Let's go ahead and choose dissolve. Now, if you want, you can actually use moving. It depends on the amount of time you have in your hand. So let's dissolve. Then you also want to, but for this particular ones, let's go ahead and just choose dissolve for everything. Then we have, okay, we have open overlay right there. And from here, you also have navigate to instant dissolve. Okay, let's use dissolve. Okay, so it just dissolves. So the next one we want to do here is buy airtime. So let's come in here, add starting points. Okay, the flow, let's call it buy airtime. Buy airtime. So I'm going to repeat the same thing basically, that is to duplicate some of this and add in this. Now if you actually want, you can create another flow to indicate maybe when you click on any of these, this phone number and the network automatically selects. Okay, if you want, you can do that. Okay, so let me go ahead and create these extra pages. Okay, so now I've actually created 2 extra screen. I did a duplication and then I wrote amounts on here and phone number on here. So that means if you click here, to type in your number, it should take us to this screen, and we're using dissolve still. Okay, we're using dissolve. And then when you are here, you can click on this phone number and then move here to show that, okay, you've entered phone number, and make sure you take these ones back to the default state instead of active or this field. Okay, so from here now you can go on and click on purchase airtime, okay, which should take us here. And remember that particular one is open overlay, and yes, you want to open overlay. And from here, oops, I think I need to create that. So let me just quickly create that. Let me go back to design and let me move this here. Okay, and then let me just click on this and duplicate, and then let me call this pin code on. Okay, and I'm just going to select everything inside here. Oops, okay, and then change their color from white to a blue, 500. Okay, so that means it's active. So yes, so from here you want to go back to prototype, and you want to prototype from here. This should be from this overlay. Come in here and say swap overlay. Okay, instead of navigate to swap overlay. Swap overlay simply means you should, change the overlay. It's still an overlay. Then from here, when you tap here, you move to this particular screen, dissolve. Okay, dissolve. Okay, great. So now you want to worry about the back buttons. Okay, so the back buttons, we're almost done. For the back buttons, you want to come here. From here, it should just move. Okay, it should move back. Okay, let me just use this so it's faster. From here, it should move back. Okay, so basically this is how you enter here. From here, it should move back to this. From here, it should move back to this. Okay, then for this particular back, it should just have back. So anywhere it's coming from, it should go back there. So it should just have back. Okay, back. But for this one's inside the flow, manually set the back. Okay, so let's go ahead, and for this also, okay, for this also, okay, I think we've even done something easy here. So we're just going to say, once you on send money, okay, we did something already. So once you click on this, it should move to this dissolve. Okay, dissolve. And I want to change the designs. Let me go to design. This is set to active. Let's set it to default instead of active, so it has that grayed out background. Okay, default. Okay, good. So once you click on it, it comes in here. Now I'm going to click on one extra space. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, I just want to make it more realistic. So I want to, once you click here, you enter the amount. Okay, you enter the amount. So let's come back here. Let's go to prototype. So we want to make sure we do that overlay well. So once you click here, this enter amount, it brings you here. Okay, and when you click on this, it should take you here, which is where the bank will pop up. Okay, so let's do a little design there. This, let's move. Okay, so let's go ahead. So this particular transfer OTP, I'm thinking we should have also done it in the components. Okay, it would have been faster. So, but no need, we are still progressing. So here, what you want to do here is select bank, send money, Control D. Okay, this should be, let's make it, this should be amount on. Okay, so you enter the amount, and then you should still have this one set to default. Okay, and then let's remove this. Let's say off, no input. Okay, so I've gone ahead to create those extra screens. So now let's proceed to prototyping. So once you click from here, it should bring you right here. Then you've entered the amount. Yes, we are using dissolve. So from here now, once you click on this, it takes you down here. Okay, you have dissolve also there. So from here now, since I don't want this here, let me just hold down my space bar and nudge it down till it exits. Okay, so you have this guy here. And from here, once you click on this access bank, okay, you can now move here. So usually, we activated this radio button. So if you click, you can select, but the only one you have to click to proceed is the access bank for this prototype. Okay, and then once you are on this send, if you click on send, you can proceed to this page. And remember, this is open overlay. Yes, so you want to make sure you click on open overlay. Okay, instead of navigate to, you want to use open overlay. And then when you click on the overlay, you want to go to swap overlay. Okay, swap overlay, then it swaps. And then once you tap here, it goes here. But in reality, immediately you enter your PIN and it's complete and correct, it basically starts processing the transaction, right? So from here, yes, you want to navigate to that page. And then from this particular page, you want to move back to dashboard. Okay, so you want to move back to dashboard. So let me just do this and drag this here. And from here, let me go here and choose dashboard. I think that's the dashboard here. Okay, great. Let me just zoom out to see if it's on the right dashboard. Okay, it is. Okay, so let's now worry about our back buttons. So yeah, back button, yes, you come back here. Back button here, yes, you come back here. Okay, back button for this, yes, you have to come back here. Okay, meanwhile, this back button have to go back to wherever it's coming from. So let's choose that. Let's change that to back. Okay, great. So at least we've done the manage card. We've done the buy airtime. I think the only thing here is for profile. So yes, when you're on profile, if you should, okay, let's just, Okay, let's just only work with this. Okay, basically there's nothing much to do here. When you're on profile, you don't want to do a lot of things. Okay, we just want to, maybe if you click on this change password, it brings you here. Okay, and when you click here, it brings you here that you filled it. Okay, we don't want to simulate any other thing, but if you want, you can prototype it. If you want, add the loading, processing or whatever you want to do, or just add a little message here that, okay, password change successful. So from here, you want to come back here. But once you are here, okay, once you are here and you click back, it should be here. It should not be here. Okay, once you are here and you click back, it should be here. And then the ultimate one, once you click on log out, it should take you to the login screen. So log out, let's choose the login screen. Okay, did we use login or sign in? Okay, sign in screen. Okay, let's use the sign in screen. So once you click here, it should be the sign in screen. Now let's go back. Okay, transaction summary. Okay, transaction summary. Let's animate here. Let's prototype here. So if you click this, let's move here. This should take you to this, and then this should bring you back to this, because you can't see this where you're coming from. Now transaction summary, this should always take you back to wherever you are coming from. Okay, should take you to wherever you are coming from. Let's, instead of back, then we are going to call this transaction summary. And you know where we are coming from for the transaction summary. Let's animate that. So for that, like I said, I want to make use of the main prototypes. Okay, so the main prototypes we are using is this particular guide here, manage card. Okay, we've done manage card. You can see it's having that. So anywhere there's manage card, and you click on it, because it's a prototype, it's going to work. So this one's okay. We have that transaction. So for these transactions, anywhere we have this transaction and you tap it, is going to move all the way to transaction. Okay, and for those ones, I think instead of dissolve, I want to use this moving. Okay, I want to use this moving. Okay, so just to add a different vibe to the app, moving from bottom up. Okay, so let's animate matching layers. No need. Okay, so yes, so that's what we want to do. You can see it's already looking somewhat complicated, but it's really not complicated. Now for this transaction card should always take them to this screen where we have the transaction card. Okay, so transaction card, once you are here, it should take you here, transaction card. Okay, then let's just move this to back, or wherever you are coming from. Let's set it to back. Okay, back, wherever you are coming from. So same thing happens here. So even if you click on it from here, if you click on this, if you click on any of this, it's part of it will take you to transaction screen. Okay, now there's still a lot of things to be done here. Like, we didn't create a screen for the search, because sometimes you also want to show how the search is going to work. We didn't create a screen for download. So you can see it's not just an easy task. So you have to, as a UI UX designer, you have to plan for all these scenarios and create all these screens. But it's not that difficult. It's just for you to, dedicate time and plan out your project well, then proceed. But with what we've done so far, anybody looking at this, we have a feel of this, of what this app is. This is not a flow. It's not a flow. Let me delete. Oops. This is not a flow. So let me delete that flow. It's not a flow. It's just a normal tap and move. Okay, it's not a flow. Okay, so let me take a look at these ones. What did we use again? We used instance. Let's use moving from the bottom. Okay, let's use moving, and let's maybe just use that. Okay, let's also use moving for these particular ones. Okay, so instead of instance, let's use moving, just to give it some dynamic animation there, right? So instance, moving, and dynamic. Okay, so the same thing here, instance, moving. Okay, from bottom up. Okay, so let's go ahead now and test out what we have so far. Okay, so I'm going to start from the splash screen. Let's see what we have. Let me go back to my design and let's bring in this and test it out. So let's click on sign up. This is our first time and we fill in and then we sign up. Okay, let's test the back. Okay, so this back should go back to that page. Okay, so let's go back to prototype. Oops, I mistakenly closed that. So this back right here on the sign up, instead of just back, no, we don't want that back. We want it to go back to here. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let me see. Okay, it's because we tapped and it came back here. It's supposed to actually go back from where it's coming from. That's the best thing to do. But let's just put it back here. Okay, let's put it back there. And yes, whichever way. Okay. Yeah, let's just put it here. Okay. So because from here you move here, from here let's just put it back there, because if not it will go back here, which is not visible. So let's come in here and preview again. Okay, so did we do remove card? Okay, we prototyped it. Okay, splash screen, design. Okay, sign up and go back. Okay, great. So sign up and you want to click and then yes, go back. Let me test it. Go back. Okay. Okay, I think for that one you want to do with the matching layer. You don't need all this wahala. Okay, so come back here. Let's type in sign up. Okay, you want to click. Okay, here matching layer works. So sign up. Okay, you are here, so you can't do anything except you add your money. So you can. Okay, let's say this first time here. This particular first time here, you probably want to select this to make it more real. Just with a detached instance, okay? Because if you are here, you are not supposed to do anything. So here now you can see the interactions. I can delete them manually, click and delete. Because if you are here, you can't buy. So let's not just, since we didn't do that screen, let's make it so that it's not active. So if you are here, you can't do any other thing. The only thing you can do is to add spending money. So add spending money, let's see. Okay, enter amount and okay, enter the amount, continue, and you want to enter your card details and blah blah blah. You want to top up and it's going to load. And once it loads, it's going to say done. Okay, then you have here, you have your money. Okay, so in case you want to manage your card, you click on manage card. Oops. So let's take a look at that manage card right there. Okay, manage card. That is we have two. Okay, so we have this manage card here. So these are the things you should check out when prototyping. This manage card, oh, it went to this. Okay, it didn't go to the manage card page. Okay, so manage card is here. Okay, the same thing here, same thing on this dashboard. Okay, so let's come back here and check it out. So if we want, we can just do manage card and manage card. Okay, let's go back. Okay, that manage card does not have the back prototyping. So let's come back here. And for this back, we are going to tell it to go back to wherever you are coming from. So let's do this, but we're going to say back. Okay, that way it's going back to manage card. Okay, or wherever it's coming from. So we have to start again. So this video is taking long. I didn't plan for this video to take this long. Okay, so we are here. We've added money. Okay, we've added money and then we want to do manage card. We can always go back. Okay, so from here, let's go to profile and then we want to log out. Okay, so when we log out, we assume we are a newcomer. You can actually sign up here. Okay, if you are not this, you go back. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and sign up and okay, everything correct. So let's log in. Oops, so there is no login action right there. So this login, login. So this login that's login here, right? That's the one we use. This login here, this button here should take us to the new dashboard that we've been spending money this dashboard. Okay, yeah. So let's go ahead and try that. Let's log in. Okay, good. So we've logged in, and that login, instead of stop, let me just use this. So you want to harmonize your animations later on. Okay, so login. Okay, so you can click here to view transactions. Okay, so you can see transactions, blah 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 blah. If you click back here, it takes you back here. And if you click transactions and then you click all transactions, you're going to see this, and you can always, go back. And now this is basically the whole idea about prototyping. Now, when you've known more about UX design, UI design, you can go more into interaction design. It's only when you get to interaction design, you start to create some kind of interactions for the screens. For instance, you might decide that, okay, you know what, once you click on, let's say, once you click on this particular screen, so we've entered a dead end basically. So if I keep clicking on back, okay, so let's not do this. So this transaction should always come back to the front screen. It should always come back to that dashboard, okay? So let's not use back, because you can see what's happening now. We are basically in a dead end. Okay, this transaction, let me remove this back. And we want to take you to that dashboard with, okay, profile. Let's take it to that first dashboard. Yes, so let's see. Let me see to make sure it's on the right one. Okay, it's on the right one. So let's do this. Okay, great. So we have this here, and manage card. You don't want this, you just delete it. Okay, okay. Manage card. Let me remove card. Okay, yes, remove. Okay, remove. What happened to our remove? I thought we prototyped this. Remove should open this overlay now, right? Okay, remove should come here, and we're just instead of moving, we're just going to use dissolve, and then from here, okay, great, okay, and from here we'll come back here, and I think add spending money should be working, transaction should be working. We go back here. Okay, great. So yeah, so this is basically the basic of prototyping in Figma. I hope you are able to also prototype yours to have at least these basic interactions for this particular app. It gives the developers a sense of the flow, okay? But the most important thing is the design. The design is the most important thing, and as well as the UI flow. So later on, we are going to arrange these designs and arrange all our components on a single page, so we can actually create our clean up our workspace so it looks a little bit better and nicer. So see you guys in the next class, and once again, congratulations for making it up to this point. Have a nice day.